It's hard to turn on the news at the moment without seeing news about AI and generative AI and how it's going to disrupt various professions, driven in large part by the rise of easy-to-use tools like ChatGPT. But how should you as a tax leader be thinking about AI in your tax function? Well, firstly, what are the benefits, risks, and challenges of adopting technology like Gen AI in your tax function? Firstly, when it comes to benefits, productivity. Tools like Microsoft's Copilot that's going to be integrated with Outlook, PowerPoint, Word, and all the Office applications, allowing you to automatically manage your emails, automatically generate content from prior deliverables, is going to be a huge productivity boost for you and your teams. But there are risks to adopting generative AI within your tax function, the most famous of these being the hallucinations that you can see in ChatGPT. When we've worked with it in the UK tax practice, we've noted that ChatGPT will confidently and fluently lie to you, inventing tax legislation that doesn't exist anywhere in the statute books. You need to make sure that your models are tuned to tax so that they're not going to make up sources. At KPMG, we've worked with our alliance partner BlueJ to do exactly that. We've developed Ask BlueJ, a ChatGPT for tax that will cite reliable sources, will never hallucinate, and will tell you when it doesn't know the answer to a question. One of the main challenges that you'll face is data confidentiality and information security. A lot of organizations are taking a blanket no generative AI policy at the moment. Now's the time to be thinking about the policies and guardrails you'll be putting in place around what your people can and can't share with generative AI tools, and making sure that you're working with your technology vendors to understand the terms and conditions that will apply to your use of generative AI and whether or not your data will be used to train the algorithm for others to use. So there are three things you should be thinking about as a tax leader to make sure you're ready to adopt generative AI in your tax function. One, the people in your function. How are you going to make sure that your people have the skills to work with generative AI and they understand how to achieve productivity through using these tools so that you don't lose competitive advantage compared to your peers? Two, you need to understand where your broader organizational technology strategy is going and how a generative AI strategy for the tax function will fit into that. That'll mean getting on top of issues like information security and collating and organizing your content in a way that makes it accessible to AI. Thirdly, think about access to these tools. The way to get the best benefits from generative AI to make sure that you're really streamlining the operations of your tax function is going to be to open it up to as many people as possible to experiment and innovate, but they need to do that within a safe environment where you've got the right policies in place to ensure that your organization's data remains secure. It's clear when it comes to tools like generative AI, the future is not distant. We're embracing tools like this in the tax function today. If you want to find out how you can ready your tax function for the future of tax and generative AI, get in touch with us.